Okay, we are going to Self-Destructor versus Expandabot.
We're back.
And we're back on the stream. Hello.
We are back.
If you're just joining us, apologies for the recent technical difficulties with the stream. We will now be resuming our previously scheduled service.
Here comes Expandabot. Father against son.
Father against son, eh? It's the ultimate familial battle. Who will win?
The old guard or the new generation?
I believe if the son wins, it'll be something consequences.
Something.
Yes.
Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2,
fight! That's Expandabot very quickly getting into Self-Destructor here. But Self-Destructor manages to get away and start spinning up that very destructive spinner, going for the sort of vertical beta style, but not quite managing to do any damage to Expandabot. Expandabot attempting to utilize that, what appears to be HDPE lifting arm, to perhaps try and, a little bit of gyro spinning. Can Expandabot use this? He can, and that is the win to Expandabot. The new guard has prevailed.
Next up we'll have Ramstein and Thunderer. Followed by Stack Overflow and Virion. Psycho. Oh, I don't want another Thunderer fight. Yep. Okay. Ramstein and Thunderer, Stack Overflow and Virion. Every Builder's Worst Nightmare and Croculus Drift. PLA and Junk in the Trunk. Gordon and Kaizo. Are the next 5 fights.
I like it when Dave fights, because you can tell which ones are his robots, because they're all very thematically similar.
Yeah.
It's Ramstein, isn't it?
Ramstein.
Oh, Ramstein. Every time I know it's one of the two, and I get the wrong one. Ramstein.
It's German.
Hey, Roboteers, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, fight!
Ramstein incredibly fast. Wow, and look at those sparks fly. We're seeing bits of the arena getting blasted everywhere here. Thunderer and Ramstein bringing the damage to this fight. Ramstein spinning around Thunderer, and Thunderer being pushed around the arena. To be honest, this is looking a little bit unfortunate. That appears to be some kind of... the off switch has been hit. This may be the win to Thunderer. And that's it. What a...
Oh, we're back!
Well... Yeah,
resume.
Let's resume, yeah. Okay, 1,
Fight.
go. What a dynamic start to a fight. I am glad that was not an immediate loss to Ramstein there from the cut of, apparently it hit its switch, but maybe not. We're not entirely certain. Thunderer doing some serious damage to both the arena walls and Ramstein, but Ramstein just bouncing it off. Sparks going everywhere. Thunderer edging close to the pit there. Ramstein doing a lot... Ramstein doing a lot of swerving towards Thunderer there, but not quite managing to put him off. Ramstein perhaps... Whoa! Solid hit there. Thunderer flying Ramstein onto the corner of the arena. What a way to mark the halfway point of this fight. Thunderer revving back up for another big hit. A spark going flying. Thunderer almost in a pit, but not quite managing. Ramstein showing expert control here, swerving around the pit and trying to hit Thunderer so it bounces in and off of the arena. Thunderer going for another large hit, and that is another
and
large
the
hit
wedge
to
is
Thunderer.
coming off.
The wedge on Ramstein completely dislodged. Is this the beginning of the chink in the armor being destroyed? Or is this going to give Rammstein renewed power to try and win? And that is the front of Rammstein flying across the arena. Can Thunderer do another shot against Rammstein? This is shaping up to be a battle and a half. We've only got 50 seconds left on the Oh my word, that is the win to Rammstein as Thunderer gets blasted out of the arena. What a fight!
Wow, huge hits.
Absolutely amazing. Got to admit, Gus, what was your favorite part of that fight?
Oh, when we just started to see that wedge coming off and we knew something big was coming.
Oh, it was really the beginning of the end well, I mean, it felt like it was the beginning of the end for Rammstein there, but of course Thunderer got itself out.
With these huge spinners, it's always a coin toss.
Indeed.
That was there before.
What a fight.
Next up, we'll have Stack Overflow and Virion, Every Builder's Worst Nightmare and Croculus Drift, PLA, Gordon and Kaizo, Petrify, and Spotty Botty. Oh.
That was a really impressive fight. I love that. Oh, do you want to reset the clock? I think there's a fire extinguisher somewhere. People are asking if the fire extinguisher is nearby.
And Lycos don't typically catch fire.
Well, yeah, this is true. Okay, so next up we have Stack Overflow, the gripper in the far corner, versus Virion. Is that correct pronunciation? Virion? Virion in the close corner, a vertical spinner. Roboteers, are you ready? Excellent, then we'll begin. 3, 2, 1, fight! Virion spinning up, both robots approaching each other at a reasonable degree of hesitancy. Seems that Stack Overflow is once again waiting to get that grip, whereas Virion is immediately going for the tires of Stack Overflow, attempting to do a bit of damage. This is a tactic we see quite commonly in Antweight combat robotics, as the tires are obviously one of the weakest points on most robots. Virion digging into the side, but not managed to do a significant amount of damage to Stack Overflow there. Stack Overflow has yet to use its gripper / thwacker mechanic. Virion attempting to get Stack Overflow, but really having some issues with control of Stack Overflow around the pit. Stack Overflow just deflecting any potential moves to get him into a different part of the arena. Mostly keeping these combat touches down to the corners of the arena, which of course plays in the favor of the robot most under attack. And oh, that's it. It looks like Stack Overflow was just waiting for that opportunity, and that is a win to Stack Overflow. Next up, it looks like we have Every Builder's Worst Nightmare and Croculus Drift. Could Croculus Drift and Every Builder's Worst Nightmare please prepare? I've noticed that Every Builder's Worst Nightmare appears to be bigger. This...
No.
Did we weigh it with that on?
Yeah.
We're being, Every Builder's Worst Nightmare is being taken in for weighing. We've got to make sure we're running a clean fight here. Of course, the size limit is no longer in effect at Scar here, but the weight limit is still in effect, so we're having a double check on that. Hopefully, Croculus can use this to make sure his forward drive is working. We haven't seen lots out of Croculus today so far, and we're hoping we can see some good motion today. This will be a little bit like watching a rat catcher, I think. This is what I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, maybe we can play some Benny Hill in the background. I might be able to finish my food before this one starts. to the robot? Is it random eBay RC car? Can't go wrong with that. Oh no. Little bit of information for you there. Croculus Drift, some random 11-pound eBay car. We're going to see whether or not it can keep up.
How much overweight was it?
15 grand.
Ooh, it appears that every builder's worst nightmare was 15 grams overweight. I think they've changed it. Okay, this one's in weight. It appears to have had a little bit of self-inflicted damage on it. That's it's ablative, apparently. I'm not sure I trust this. Do you want to?
The damage on every builder's worst nightmare, of course, will count against it in a judge's decision.
Yes. You can't bribe us with cookies that much.
Roboters, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight!
Every builder's worst. Oh no, once again the wheels aren't quite going. Oh, and they're going again. Of course, as we were discussing with the driver of... Oh! Not that it needed discussion, because every builder's worst nightmare has in fact won, even with that self-damage.
Next up, we will have PLA versus Junk in the Trunk, followed by Gordon versus Kaizo. Roboters, are you ready?
Nice.
3,
2,
1,
1, fight. Junk in the Trunk very quickly getting underneath PLA. PLA not really managing to use its Mechanism wheels to massive advantage here, as Junk in the Trunk is just under it constantly. Although that was a beautiful drift, but almost a drift off the edge, but not quite. That is, of course, a much smaller pit than the pit on this side of the arena, the right-hand side for those of you watching on the stream. Junk in the Trunk, very effective at getting underneath other robots, and of course those Mechanism wheels on PLA mean that it needs all 4 wheels under there really to be able to drive properly. But both robots do appear to be moderately matched here. Junk in the Trunk flipped upside down. Can Mechanism use this to its advantage? PLA going in for a flip there. Yes, definitely learning to keep Junk in the Trunk upside down. Almost baited Junk in the Trunk to driving out the side, but not quite managing to succeed it. Of course, if they... Oh, and yep, it becomes a pushing match. Junk in the Trunk has the advantage.
Next up, we'll have Gordon versus Kaizo, followed by Petrify versus Spotty Botty.
Oh, you're on time. Wow, welcome. Gordon and Kaizo. Gordon, of course, that vertical spinner that we've seen a few times before. And Kaizo, a very well-driven flipper robot. Nah, the fight hadn't started yet. This is going to be... Oh, sorry, did I say vertical? I think it's a horizontal bar spinner here from Gordon. My mistake. Robots here is both staring... Gordon's driver staring at the controls. Appears to have full control. Roboteers, are you ready? Roboteers are ready, yes and maybe. 3, 2, 1, fight! Kaizo very quickly trying to... Whoa! And that is the in front of Kaizo immediately off. But that's Gordon upside down. Can Gordon recover from this? He's going to attempt to spin up. But while he's attempting to do that, Kaizo's going to get him out. But can Kaizo get him out before he spins up and manages to self right through the power of Vert spinning alone? We're not sure here. Kaizo going for a long distance push. He's trying to push him all the way to the other side. Gordon fully spinning up in the right way up now. Oh, no, not quite. Back up through the wrong way up. Can Kaizo utilize this to get him to the edge? And Kaizo can. Once again, a very controlled fight from Kaizo.
Transmitters on top.
Yeah.
Transmitter on top, Sean.
On top
Sean.
of the arena.
Sean.
Yeah.
It's a bit late now.
Yeah.
It's alright, I forget to. Thank you. Petrifying Spotty Botty is the next fight, followed by Pony Kit and Baphomet.
Do we know what bracket we're in now?
There is no bracket, it's all random.
How will we know when we get... Oh, there's the championship, isn't it? Of course. Yeah, that's when things really... This is surprising. Okay. Spotty Botty and... what was this one called? Petrify, yeah. I remember the I part, but not the Petra.
You can help hold it.
Two grabby things.
But who will grab the victory in this fight?
Roboteers, are we ready?
Three, two, one, fight! Petrify, the both of them spinning past each other. Oh, that's a significant amount of grabbage from Spotty Botty there. Petrify, of course, only has... Oh, Spotty Botty's upside down, not quite managing to be capitalized on that by Petrify there. This will be interesting, obviously, as they're both grabbing and control robots. Interestingly, you're not really seeing much of the sizing up of each other that you typically see when two robots are evenly matched. They are immediately going in for the grab here to attempt to push each other out. I think maybe Spotty Botty has an advantage here with its wheel size, but of course, hey, that is the win to Petrify.
Pony Kit and Baphomet's up next, followed by GNC and Virion.
That's Pony Kit, and Baphomet. Please make your ways to the arena.
Hello to our 4 viewers. I hope you're all enjoying the show.
Hope you're having a wonderful time. Submit your questions in the chat, and we might read them when we check it next time.
Do we have super chats?
We don't have super chats. We have unsuper chat.
Ah, I don't think anyone will give us any money anyway.
Regular chat.
Are you sure, guys? I'm surprised that people spend money.
Pony Kit readying itself. Perhaps maybe this time they'll have more control.
It's already upside down, Blaze.
Oh, it's you're right, it is. I fear for this one.
Roboteers. The timer isn't ready. Roboteers, are we ready?
Idea.
3, 2, 1,
fight! Go, Pony Kit very rapidly out. Meanwhile, Baphomet just shredding through that front flipper on Pony Kit. Pony Kit bouncing back. Now, the other half of Pony Kit seemingly stuck in a corner and not so. Whoa!
Oh, lipo!
Oh, that is a
We'll
lipo
pause
exposed.
the fight there.
Fight's being paused while we deal with the exposed lipo. It is being removed from the arena. We don't want to fire with it on our hands today. They're going in with just the one bit of Pony Kit. Yeah.
We are continuing.
Resuming fight in 3, 2, 1. Fight. Baphomet spinning up. Pony Kit looking a little. Oh, and that's
and
another
we will stop the
lipo.
fight there.
Oh, Baphomet cementing its name as a lipo killer here. This is not looking fun for the next person that fights it. Pony Kit apparently saying it went well. I'm not sure it looks entirely like that from me here. Oh, can I have a look? Oh yeah, we have yeah. If you want to just yeah, there's a little bit of a chunk. It's a very slight dent in the lipo there, but thankfully not enough to cause any real damage. Lipo in the green one is doing okay. Yes, apparently I'm being judged for holding them. It's fine. I've held way more dangerous in my time. Did I tell you about the time I held a crocodile?
Again, that wouldn't surprise me.
It was sedated. Yeah, no, I touched it.
Where they had crocodiles or alligators, baby alligators, and they sold like bits of hot dogs and like a fish in the box, like a thing that would flip into the hot dog. And everything they do is just like, you basically just like pull them out. That's really funny. Little bits of hot dog.
This next fight will be GNC versus Virion. GNC with that interesting grabber-lifter combo. Virion with its vertical spinner closer to the camera.
Following that will be F3 versus Pantherk, Surprise Fathermucker versus Measure Once Cut Twice, Danger Cone versus High Five, Psycho versus Thunderer, and this may or may not be the horizontal I intended to bring, versus Mini Beast.
So if you're in that list, please get your robots ready. But for now, GNC versus Virion. Roboteers, are you ready? 2 thumbs up, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, fight! Oh, wow. GNC very quickly getting in and getting a lock on Virion's spinner. Virion's spinner does not appear to reach outside the radius of which GNC could reach. This seems like it might be an advantage, but of course when it comes to these robots, there's a significant degree of chance in it. GNC again getting a lock on that, but Virion managing to rip something off of somewhere by the looks of things. It's spinning like a spinning top. Are we in that film? You know, the one with the spinning top? But no, maybe not. Oh, and that is Virion out of the arena. Good control from GNC in that fight. Excellently won. Next up, we'll have F3 and Pantherk. So can F3 and Pantherk... We're having a 2-second guys from someone. Oh, that's true. I mean, we could move on to Surprise Fathermucker. I think we'll do Surprise Fathermucker and Measure Once Cut Twice. Seeing as both robots here are ready, that'll give F3 a little bit of time to get ready. So, again for the audience, Surprise Fathermucker, the orange robot, about to be put into the arena, versus Measure Once Cut Twice, the robot currently in the arena. Oh, orange. The orange vert sort of spinner, like small, very short drum, versus another short drum on Measure Once Cut Twice. Of course, Measure Once Cut Twice has that invertible drum. It means it can attack from both sides if the driver can leverage it to do so. Surprise Fathermucker just planning itself to get into the right location. Roboteers, are you ready? Then 3, 2, 1, fight! Both robots spinning up. A little bit of damage. Whoa! That was a quick hit, and Surprise Fathermucker driving itself out, giving the win to Measure Once Cut Twice. What a rapid fight. I should really stop drinking the Coke. I'm like getting no, I'm like no, I'm it's like the urge to burp, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm having to in between every other word. I don't have that power. The biggest problem is it's like you can do it quietly, but it stops you from speaking, so it's sort of like, whew. Oh, boy. You drink a lot of fizzy drink.
Yeah, it was me that I wanted to know.
Impressive. Yeah. Depends. F3, how are you feeling? We're taping it together. Definitely a stable robot. Are you going to be finished taped together in about 20 seconds? Yeah, okay. Then it looks like our next fight will be Panther and F3. This should be interesting. Oh, Panther's got its extremely long forks made out of acetate on the front. Just passing in front of our camera there was the driver of F3 with F3. The totally working, definitely functional, 100% stable F3. F3 proving that it can spin, well, proving it can move, but the bleeps are kind of indicating that it can't spin still. Tape is a nice touch. Tape is a nice touch.
It spins.
Oh, it spins! I'm scared. Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight! F3 spinning up, doing some self-damage there.
Oh no!
F3's upside down. I think that's it. I think it's cut the wire to itself. There being good sportsmanship is shown here from the driver of Panther because they're offering to start again. I just love combat robotics. Everybody's really nice. It's just great. I'm being an optimist. I like to think of myself as violently optimistic.
Up to 5 viewers now on YouTube.
5 viewers.
5 viewers. Oh, it's gone back down to 4.
Oh, back down to 4. Does anybody have any questions for us? Like, where are we? Why is the internet so flaky? What time of day is it?
Why are we all awake?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why are we here?
What came first? Chicken or the egg?
Eggs.
We will...
Eggs came first because nothing else came with growing up.
Smart answer, I like that. Yeah, I like that answer. Oh, man. Yeah, depends on the level of proto-crocodile that you count, right? Like, but then there's the same with the egg. Or unless you're talking about like from a stem cell.
Like you said, biology exam, please help.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll be moving on to Danger Cone versus High Five then.
Danger Cone versus High Five. Danger Cone. And we copyright striked. Yeah. Covers are okay, are they? I mean, have you seen the cover scene?
As if our singing was good enough to be copyrighted.
You say you know
My singing.
I had a video on YouTube that I like the music for it I composed out of like samples because I'd used some like cheap sample editing software. It got copyright striked because somebody else had composed a different piece of music that used the same sample.
Honestly, most copyright strikes on YouTube are BS.
Oh, it was awful.
Just someone who's doing it to make happy.
Roboteers, are you ready? Of course, in the far corner we have Danger Cone, needs no introduction, but then we also have High Five, fan favorite here, I think, today. And let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, fight! High Five going very delicate. Oh! There was no contact. No contact, so we'll be restarting that fight. For anybody who may be confused, the robots need to touch each other before any fight can be considered legal. Yeah, completely so. Okay. Roboteers, are you ready? Ready? Yeah, good, good. 3, 2, 1, fight! High Five going in, trying to push Danger Cone away. Danger Cone doing what it does best and being dangerous. Of course, something that we haven't really pointed out here is that Danger Cone has a wheel on the end, the back end that's on the floor, which allows it a little bit of motion. I think it uses sort of propellant force from that stainless steel blade, or just steel blade on the front, that actually titanium, I've been told, that acts as a propeller, dragging it forward. Oh, almost dragged off the edge, but that was the win to Danger Cone. A good show from High Five, though. It's terrifying how that robot drives around the arena.
Yeah,
Gus, top.
it's too late now.
Remember, safety first. Safety first, second and third, everybody. Next up, it looks like we might be having F. Oh no, we've done F. Okay, no F3. Psycho versus Thunderer, then, by the looks of things.
So land probe just goes through.
What to? Oh, that's that's true. Psycho versus Thunderer. Could Psycho and Thunderer make their way to the arena, please? Oh! The driver of High Five offering a small token to the driver of Danger Cone. This is truly a sign of good sportsmanship.
It's a finger.
She's giving you the finger, Gus. I wouldn't take that if I were you.
We're running a friendly stream.
Hey, this is... No, nothing's been said. Okay, so next up, Psycho and Thunderer. Roboteers, are you ready? Sure, yeah, that's good enough for us.
Good enough.
3, 2, 1,
Fight.
fights! Of course, Thunderer... Oh! What a scene! I believe that was an instant win to Thunder. That was Thunderer, right? Yeah.
Controllers on top.
Controllers on top before we pick up the danger bots. What a severe shot there. We're just examining some damage. The battery is exposed, but not on fire. It's fine, apparently.
Have you got more of those? He's got 3 more frames.
He's gonna need them.
Next up, this may or may not be the horizontal I intended to bring, versus Mini Beast. Followed by Sev's Undercutter and Huggy. And You Can Shove Your 4-inch Cube Where the Sun Don't Shine versus Crumbs.
Good luck. Yeah. We got 3 fights.
Which is
Always push.
probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah. You've got a whole 10 seconds.
Well, you've got big undercutter, and big.
You big. Oh, okay. Next up, we have this. This may or may not be the horizontal I intended to bring in the near side versus Mini Beast in green with the eyes on the far side.
Are you ready?
Roboteers, are you ready?
Yeah, we got one. Yep.
3, 2,
2, 1, fight! Mini Beast edging its way towards the horizontal. Mini Beast going in, but not quite managing anything. We're seeing a little bit of destruction from the horizontal, but not really much of destruction pivoted at Mini Beast.
Horizontal doesn't seem to be moving. We may have to count him out.
This could be looking bad for the horizontal here.
We're going to count you out in 10,
9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the win to
Mini
Mini
Beast
Beast.
is your winner.
It's stuck on.
We're having some technical issues. It appears that this may or may not be the horizontal I intended to bring, is currently stuck in the on position. And it has been stopped. There is supposed to be, but sometimes those things don't function. That's the second time I've seen that happen.
First time I've seen that.
Sometimes
Never seen that before.
you normally do like beta weight stuff, right? Antweight, because there are so many, it's like
Very, very.
something has gone quite critically wrong apparently with the horizontal. I think you see more of that sort of thing at beta because there's just so many of them.
Next up, we'll have Fragile's 2 Heavy Soy Bought Sev's Undercutter instead, and Huggy, followed by You Can Shove Your 4-inch Cube Where the Sun Don't Shine, and Crumbs, then followed by Baphomet and Percussive Maintenance 4, a new spanner.
You're going to be good in 2 fights. Sort of baby with it. Percussive Maintenance.
Percussive Maintenance 4, a new spanner. I want to read it like a Star Wars title, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right?
Oh yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
And then the next one will be
Return of the...
Wait. No. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, if you want to have the new one is, oh my goodness.
Clash of the Angst. I can't remember. I don't know what it's called.
I saw them all when they came out, like on the night they came out because I got in copies.
Very nice. Very nice.
No, my mom is a Star Wars copy.
Very cool. Very cool.
She spent an entire year
More
hand
than 10 years.
stitching one of Princess Leia's costumes.
You know the cards to be dressed, like the cards to be cake?
It's yellow.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Impressive.
A year of stitching every day.
I could not do that. I don't have the short-term memory, or the endurance, or the stitching skills. In fact, I just couldn't do any part of that. That's very... All of the patterns stitched. Wow.
That's all Shadow Stitch and this is when the second one.
That's incredibly impressive. So this is...
This is how we get into free.
This is Fragile. It was 2 Heavy Soy Bought Sev's Undercutter instead. In the arena, we're just waiting for Huggy.
Huggy, if you could please make your way to the arena, please.
They're on their way.
I see it coming. Also, quite a fan favorite here. I'm noticing a trend. Every robot with hands,
Yeah.
high five, Huggy. They're all loved by the audience. I think my next robot's just going to be a hand. No. We need the adorable robots. Yeah, where's the Lego robots?
Where's the free robots?
They're at a different convention.
Oh no!
Roboteers, are we ready?
I've got 2 yeses.
3, 2,
2,
1,
1,
fight.
fight. Huggy once again coming in, trying to get it. Can they go 3 for 3 and grab this, grab Seb's undercutter and try and get them out? Yes, yes! Wow! Barely any damage to the hands of Huggy as well. This is turning to be quite a game changer. I think that's 3 for 3 for Huggy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they can do in the tournament.
Definitely living up to your idea of a new meta, I think, Gus.
Maybe. Maybe not. It's only one way to find out. The next fight, you can shove your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine, and crumbs.
The year is 2133. Every combat robot has a 6 foot long arm on the side of it. They all hug.
That's just BattleBots right now.
Oh, I can't disagree.
Can he get it in the arena without bending it?
Without having to dismantle
A little bit of arena maintenance here. Here you see Ben cleaning up the arena. He loves doing this. He's an expert, best in his class. He's been doing it for years. Solid work, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you, Blaze.
No problem.
During this short interval, the next fights are Baphomet versus Percussive Maintenance 4, Kaizo versus Smashy and Nicey, Sorkon versus Baby Boomer, and then we are on to the tournament.
Hype for the tournament. Woo! Woo! Hey, there we go. Yeah, get pumped, because I'm going to be asking you to do things like that for the entirety of the tournament.
Before the tournament, there may well be playoffs to decide the bottom spots, depending on points. Yeah. Bounty hunters, yeah.
bounty hunter and sovereign.
And we will, of course, have whiteboards, gladiators, etc. running through the duration of the tournament to give everyone time to repair their robots. Our roboteers are ready. So, in 3, 2, 1, fight.
Fights. Of course, Crumbs is the one lower down here, and we have You Can Shove Your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine, the big one that's getting everywhere on the arena. This is going to be interesting because I think Crumbs is quite maneuverable. Oh, and Crumbs drives out, having, of course, made contact with Sun Don't Shine, giving the win to You Can Shove Your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine. What a name indeed.
So, to the arena, can we please have Baphomet and Percussive Maintenance 4?
Sun Don't Shine is going to struggle to lose to a pit. What is that material? Is it?
Not many people
Yeah.
It's wobbly.
I think
You're blocking the camera there.
Oh,
Just
it's fine.
wobble it in front of the camera, yes.
This is Sun Don't Shine. Man, what an interesting design. Yeah, doubles up as a wonderful piece of cosmetic wear. Yeah, sure.
Out of all the robots I've seen today, Sun Don't Shine is definitely one of them. Maybe.
Okay, we're ready. The roboteers are ready. This is Baphomet versus Percussive Maintenance 4, a new spanner. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Fight! Baphomet spinning up. Percussive Maintenance going to try and do a hit here, I think, perhaps. This is quite interesting, because as we've seen so far, Percussive Maintenance doesn't really manage to do a solid amount of... Oh, what a shame! Baphomet just driven off the side. I don't think Percussive Maintenance even needed to use any percussion. That is a solid win to Percussive Maintenance there. Last up, we'll be having Kaizo versus Smashy and Nicey. That is Kaizo and Smashy and Nicey. If you could make your ways to the arena, please. I mean, somebody here is going to have a spanner. You can just spanner and a hammer. Screwdriver and a hammer. Iron. It's good for you. Good for your blood. Yes, I do. Which ones do you want? There are a few pigs left. Oh, okay. Well. Yeah. To be fair, it's been doing very well so far in the structure. Not like I have any say in that. Just Thunder managed to deactualize it. So this is some damage done by Thunderer here, doing some solid non-square action on the egg beater. This is very significant.
A very nice and probably very expensive piece of junk now.
Yeah,
where's this going?
How did you get that machined?
70 pounds.
Oh, 70 pounds knocked out of place by one horizontal bar hit. Whew. Man. This is why all of my robots are rubbish. You know, you don't have to worry about it when they get destroyed. So, next up, Kaizo versus Smashy and Nicey.
Just a reminder, if you have any bits of robot that someone's broken off, you could give it to the opponent that broke it off, or you can put it in the lovely skip over there that will go to the most destroyed robot. No one's been putting things in the bigger.
Please navigate them over to the skip. The whole of F5.
But the robots are ready. The Roboteers are ready. 3, 2, 1, fight.
This is going to be interesting. Whoa! So, as we've seen... Oh.
We're going to have to count you out, Kaizo.
Kaizo's beginning to be counted out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kaizo is out.
The win to Smashy and Nicey. That's a bit of a shame.
Yeah,
I was quite looking forward to that fight.
And the final fight night fight. Sorcon and Baby Boomer.
I love the sound of an arena fight in the afternoon. You know, there's some beeping noises coming from somewhere. Somebody with a hammer's hitting something repeatedly. Dremel noises. It's great. Feels like a championship's on the horizon. Okay, both robots are in the arena. That is Baby Boomer in the close side in green. And then in orange we have Sorcon, the overhead spinner. Roboteers, are you ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, fight! Both robots approaching each other a little tentatively. It looks like Baby Boomer might be a bit scared. I would be too with such a thin top plate against something like Sorcon. Sorcon doing a massive hit to the top and pulling something off, but I can't quite see. Perhaps it's just an ablative panel that's been removed from the top there. Of course, Sorcon's going to want to go directly for the LiPo batteries within Baby Boomer if it can achieve it, but they're not entirely certain. Oh, Sorcon just ripping a tire off the back of Baby Boomer and taking a second ablative panel off the top. Baby Boomer quite consistently managing to get Sorcon into the corner, though. This is quite interesting. Meanwhile, Sorcon's going for the hits, not quite managing to land one at that point there. Oh, that is a solid hit from Sorcon into the top of Baby Boomer. They are stuck together. Are we going to see a grappling count here, or are we going to be calling it? We cannot get separation, so we'll be pausing it for separation of the fight. Both Robotiers will be placing their controllers away. Manual separation of Sorkon and Baby Boomer. Dave trying his best here, and there we go.
Yeah. Do it again.
Well, that was a little unnerving. Gus.
What did he do?
Yeah? Oh, it appears that Baby Boomer has suffered serious critical damage and cannot move at this point. If you're feeling that was legitimately attained, because it sort of looked from it from our perspective, Baby Boomer has no longer work. It's not moving anymore. We're not sure exactly where this damage came into play, whether or not that was during hit or during separation. Just having some technical examination of Baby Boomer. Might have had a switch hit there from Dave. We'll continue with 1 minute and 57 seconds on the clock. Robotiers, are you ready again? 3, 2, 1, activate. Baby Boomer Baby Boomer very quickly getting away from Sorkon. Sorkon trying to recreate the damage it managed to do just then, but hopefully not get wedged into into Baby Boomer this time. Baby Boomer pushing Sorkon once again against the corner, attempting to grip it. Has that just damaged the vertical flipper aspect of Baby Boomer? I think it might have done. Sorkon does not appear to... Oh no, is revving up again. Perhaps, I thought for a minute there was damage. Whoa, solid damage again to that flipper mechanism. I would not be wanting to look at the receipt for those servos if I were Baby Boomer. Sorkon spinning up, almost landing a solid hit on the front of Baby Boomer, but just missing. Sorkon now going in to try to hit from the side. We're approaching the 1 minute mark as, Baby Boomer gets a solid push of Sorkon. Again, back into the corner though. Unable to get them towards the edge. Almost was lining up perfectly for a pit strike there, but Sorkon lands a hit. Sorkon almost goes off the edge, but not quite. Now that's both of them pivoting around each other. This is a very evenly matched fight, which is quite unexpected, to be honest. There are 44 seconds on the clock, folks, and this is looking like it could be anybody's fight. Oh, but that is the front section of the flipper of Baby Boomer booming away. Baby Boomer is still able to move. Sorkon, though, coming back at it, looking for blood. There are 26 seconds on the clock. Is one of these robots going to get the other one out? Oh, my word. Baby Boomer's driver almost dropped his controller. This has got to be a very tense moment, and Sorkon pushes Baby Boomer out with 15 seconds left on the clock. That is a very, very decisive, very highly controlled match, and a very good win to Sorkon. What a fight. What a fight.
That's gonna be awesome.
That was great. I think that is definitely up there. Top fight of the night so far. Apart from maybe the Thunderer versus yeah. Every build is worth a nightmare. Oh.
Yeah.
No. 4-inch versus Every Builder's Worst Nightmare was not the best match. I think it's either that one or it's is it Ramstein and Thunderer. That was an excellent fight as well. Man, we're gonna have a greatest hits. I think that's what's gonna happen. That looks like it might be a bit of pony kit, or is that a bit of? Yeah, we have a bit of pony kit in the arena still. Gus looking at his tires here, wanting to keep control of these. Very nice, shaky tires. It's looking like, so for anybody watching or a little confused about the order of things, we have just had the end of the fight sequence where we are supposed to plan the seeding for our championship, which is about to start now. Unfortunately, the seeding didn't work out quite as nicely as we would have liked it, and I believe we have a number of robots that are equal on points. So we might resolve these with whiteboards between each other, or seeding rounds, or perhaps random chance. Yeah, we're having some offers for putting them all in at the same time, you know. I think that could be fun. Last 10 standing get in. You know, if it were me, I would do it based on like some arbitrary measure. How far can they get if fired from a trebuchet? You know, the further ones get ranked higher. Yeah. Oh, this is great. So here we have Croc. Apparently he's lost an eye, so he's now got an eye patch attached. We don't know whether or not this monocular vision will affect his future performance. I like to think it won't, but while I've got it in my hands, I'm going to talk about it. It appears to be made of a solid chunk of something. Is this 3D printed, or is this 3D printed nylon? Blimey, no wonder it was standing up to those hits from Sorcon. What a champ. It's incredibly impressive. And what did you print this on? Is it industrial? A hobby grade printer did this. Wow, that's incredibly impressive. This is a really nice finish. Actually, it looks like it might be like SLA or maybe something. Or was it? Yeah, that's. Oh wow, okay. Oh man, this is Yeah, we've got some close-up views here. Yeah, so this is Croc and Panther here. Yeah, look at the quality of the prints on these. Very nice. Yeah, contact Rory if you want this level of quality. He definitely won't hate me for bringing everybody's attention to him. Very, very nice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm loving the four-wheel design. So that's an incredibly compact setup. Very nice indeed. Gus, are we ready to start stuff? Or because I'll just. Okay, yeah. We'll have an announcement from Gus now. If everybody could listen in.
Okay, everybody. We are almost ready to pick our top 16. However, before that, there is a 20-way tie on points and only 16 spots. 10 spots. So, there is going to be 10 1v1s to decide those 10 spots in the top 16.
Man.
I'll have the list of fights with you as soon as Ben is done compiling it. You can either harass him to do it faster or just leave him alone. It's up to you. In the meanwhile, enjoy some filler content.
Yeah. So if anybody has any robots that they'd like to show off, in the same way we just showed off Croc, feel free to bring them up here, and we'll get a camera in, and we'll have a look, ask some questions. I think we got somebody coming over. You wanna? Yeah, I think so. Maybe we'll see.
So, in this tournament, there are trophies. Here's the first place trophy, the Motum Pole. This is about 150 pounds worth of motors glued together and stuck on a 3D printed base.
Oh.
There.
Yeah, so this is the Motum Pole, first place trophy. Very nice. We've
got
completely
the
destroyed.
second place trophy, which is lovingly called the Shane hole, because it's the hole that Shane Lale put in my arena with his beetle weight. clean through 6mm polycarb all the way to the other side, glued onto a base, and given out to second place. There is, of course, the voucher prizes as well, which were disclosed before the event. So, the patch that this hole came from has been covered over with a circular patch on here, and this patch is from real Robot Wars Arena. It is the panel that Apex smashed, and I cut a hole in it and stuck it to the arena to cover up this hole.
Is this? There we go. Yeah, we're on. So now we have, we have some more robot spotlights. So this is High Five. So tell me, what made you want to go with this design?
I don't really know.
Pardon? You don't really know. I mean, what were you thinking when you wanted to call it High Five? You just.
I can't really remember that much. Oh yeah, hands. It's got hands.
It's got hands. Yeah, I like it. I like the little smile on the front. It looks like a very happy robot. And I'm liking the four-wheel drive as well. It looks like it's quite nice to drive. And this sort of compression thing, is this drawn on the top here? It's painted. Ah, very nice. It's certainly one of the most colorful robots at the event today, and seems to be a fan favorite as well. Everybody likes it. It's probably, yeah, who did the painting? You did the painting. Very nice indeed. Good robot. And this is, oh yeah, and this is Flippy over here. Oh,
It's made out of
so we've just been told High Five is made out of a chopping board. Very cool.
I think we're gonna give a high five.
Yeah, high five for High Five. and now over here we have Flippy. So tell me a bit about your robot. Is there anything you want to say about it?
We made the flipper more powerful since last time.
Made the flipper more powerful since last time. Very interesting. And you've also got the little robots that go with it. I saw you were trying to put those. So they both sit inside the robot and get released. I like it. I like the technique.
It's like a mini version.
Yeah, it's a little mini Flippy. Very nice indeed. Tell me, what's your strategy? You know, when you go into a fight, what do you think? What's your key thought?
Win.
Well, that's. Okay. So at first you say that your strategy is just to win, and it seems a little bit quick. But really, you've got there's some good strategy there, trying to trip up your other robots on those little cluster bots that you release. Very nice. I like that strategy. Yeah. Any hopes for if you had to call another robot that you thought you might want to see win? Which one would it be?
Predator.
Predator. A lot of people, a lot of love for Predator today. Very nice. Yes, yeah. Thanks for bringing up your robot. And here we have. I can never remember the first part of the name. Petrify. Yes, of course. So, tell me, what was the design philosophy here?
The main idea of it was because obviously I was a big fan of Razor from the Classic Wars, wanted something to sort of replicate it in a way, and just went from there. Although I would say that this is the second iteration. The first one, the claw broke.
Interesting.
Strengthened it up, made it more agile, and yeah, performing well so far.
That's, yeah, I mean, it's certainly performing very well, and there's barely a dent on it at all, is there?
Well, there is. I've got a plaster here covering up a piece of damage from my first fight, but that's really it so far.
Yeah. Who was that first fight against?
That was. Was it Measure once cut twice or something?
Yes, yeah. He'll be happy he managed to do a bit of damage there. Oh, that is a tiny little chunk of damage there. So, I mean, obviously, I assume you're looking forward to getting as far as you can in this competition, but but if you had to choose another robot that wasn't yours, who would you have pegged to win, or would you like to see win?
I think at the moment my eye is on, is it Thunderer?
Yeah, Thunderer with that spinner.
I'm thinking that's got a very good shot at winning.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you for coming over and bringing a robot. I'm looking forward to seeing Petrified perform, hopefully. Oh, here comes lots of bits of robots. So you got 2 to show off. Shall I stand up?
This is Psycho 1.1. Totally not just a rebuild of the one that got destroyed earlier. There's the chassis that got a bit blown up. Everything is still working, and I'm out of the competition, but I might as well hit someone with it, see what happens.
So you're still sporting that bent egg beater, but you think it's going to last you through?
Yes.
Excellent.
The egg beater is made out of S7 tool steel, meaning it shouldn't have bent. And yet, Thunder hit so hard, he somehow broke physics. I've never seen that happen. My other one snapped. That one is just bent. I don't know how.
Well, you've seen it here first, everybody, I guess. That's some, tall steel getting bent by a single hit. That's insane. Very insane. And what's this other robot you have?
This is Femrus, my 360 lifter. The whole arm in the middle is able to rotate 360 degrees, and each half is separately powered, meaning even if you rip this entire thing in half, it becomes a cluster. And it even works. Which
Gonna get a little bit of a demo here by the looks of things.
Yep. See, full. That's just one half. The other half's battle charge. I forgot to charge it.
So I've got to ask then, on the other part of it, does it also have a drive mechanism for that flipper?
Yep, both sides have got 100 RPM N20 for each side. The reason for it is so I can actually suplex people, and if it comes out of line, it can do some very unique things. And if you want to see it in action, just have a look on Robo Dojo, and you might see it fight the spanner robot, and it ends up climbing over it, and ends up becoming a walker at one point.
Oh, wow. So we're definitely going to have to check that out. So that's on the Robo Dojo fight scenes. I assume you guys upload a lot to YouTube, right?
It's meant to be on the YouTube. I think it's on the video with this on is on the Alex the Hunted channel, because he's uploaded all the Robo Dojo fights from the last event.
Yes, of course. Cool. Well, check that out, because that'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, thanks for bringing a robot over. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a little arena spin-up of the bent bar beater. This will be very interesting. Solid bit of wobble there. Oh my word, I'm looking forward to seeing this at some point do something. And that looks like it's the end of that one.
Okay. While we wait on the fights to be imported to Rampage, we are going to have an exhibition fight of Croculus Drift versus Murder Hornet. Murder Hornet unfortunately couldn't make it into the main tournament today, but he's here now, and it is terrifying. It is a 225-gram gyro walker. Roboteer and RC car driver, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight. And it's spinning. Can it move? It's moving. It's going. Croculus Drift taunting with its wheels, flaunting that it has wheels. Slowly, Murder Hornet edges its way towards Croculus Drift. What will happen when they meet? What will happen? Come on. Come on. And it's on its side. Can it still move? Whoa! A huge gouge in the floor. Incredible. Neither robot really moving. Murder Hornet getting louder and angrier, and slowly backing that booty across the arena. Doing all kinds of untold damage to the arena floor.
So Murder Hornet spinning up, not entirely the correct way. Pantherk trying to use, blimey, Crocodile Drift. I can't remember the name of it now. Croculus Drift, yeah, that's it. Trying to give Croculus Drift the speed it needs. Just trying to get Croculus Drift into Murder Hornet's range of death. Murder Hornet, I think, is backing away, but I can't entirely tell what's going on here. Croculus Drift has caught Pantherk up on top of it. Whoa! Murder Hornet drawing a massive line across the floor. Oh, is Murder Hornet going to get the hit in? Oh! That's the front wheel gone. The top cover of Croculus Drift completely removed. Murder Hornet doing something. And Croculus Drift being fed to Murder Hornet. A few of the feet, or the forks being ripped off of the front of Pantherk there. Hey, and that is the destruction we wanted to see. Croculus Drift split in half. And we're calling it there, apparently. Oh yeah, an exposed lipo. Huh. Would you look at that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the 10 1v1s to decide who gets into the top 16 tournament. So the first 6 fights are going to be Smashy and Nicey versus Skyhook, Ramstein versus Spotty Botty, Stack Overflow versus Fragile's Too Heavy, so I bought Sev's Undercutter instead. Upgraded for the Roboteer's Pleasure versus Thunderer. You Can Shove Your 4-inch Cube Where the Sun Don't Shine versus Kaizo. And Predator versus Mini Beast. That is the first 6 of the 1v1s.
Down in Coke because you're knackered. Smashy and Nicey, as well as Skyhook, if you could please make your way to the arena. That's Smashy and Nicey and Skyhook. Also, I've been informed that the entirety of Croculus Drift is now in the skip. So, yeah.
It's not big enough. It needs to be bigger next time.
Okay, this is Smashy and Nicey versus Skyhook. Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight.
Skyhook, not. Oh, it's spinning up. Running in to avoid, or exactly what I imagine we'll see in a few seconds. Skyhook has just done self-damage to its own wire, apparently. Oh. Oh, blimey, one of the Smashy or Nicey hitting the wire on Skyhook. That's it. Game over.
You have to count you out unless you're tapping.
Yeah, win to Smashy and Nicey. Very, very, very strategic strike.
Next up, Ramstein and Spotty Botty. After Ramstein versus Spotty Botty, we'll have Stack Overflow and Sev's Undercutter, followed by Upgraded for the Roboteer's Pleasure and Thunderer.
I can put one on my phone.
Yeah, no worries. So in the arena we have Ramstein and Spotty Botty. Roboteers, are you ready to get into the top 16?
Yep, Roboteers are ready. 3, 2, 1, fight! Oh, Ramstein again, very, Ramstein doing its swervy thing, which is very good against Spotty Botty, but Spotty Botty managing to get a few grips. Oh, Ramstein out of the arena.
The next fight, we're going to have to skip Upgraded. So the next fight will be Predator versus Mini Beast.
What about
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's you two first. I mean, after you.
Stack Overflow and Sarah's Undercutter? Who's Sarah? Sarah?
Oh, it's This is Stack Overflow versus Fragile was too heavy, so I bought Sev's Undercutter instead.
Good name.
Are you ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, fight!
I haven't turned on the microphone. Sev's Undercutter managing to do a little bit of damage to the front of Stack Overflow, but Stack Overflow not really managing to control this, perhaps just holding back, preparing itself to line up for the hit that it's done. We've seen this happen a few times. Stack Overflow holding back and then going for a very precision strike when it can. Is that going to attempt it there? Maybe, not quite a lot of gyro dancing, and Sev's Undercutter's on its side. Sev's Undercutter back into forward motion here. Looks like Stack Overflow might be once again waiting for that perfect price. Oh, Sev's Undercutter very, very close to going in a pit, and it drives itself out. The win goes to Stack Overflow.
The next fight will be Predator versus Mini Beast, followed by Stewie versus Croc.
Just give me one second. Although I can probably borrow. Can you hotspot me?
Oh my god.
Just trying to purchase some internet.
Can I just
The next fight will be Stewie versus Croc, unless James is ready to fight.
I'm just going to press one button. Just each
Okay.
page is taking like 3 seconds to load.
We'll have Stewie versus Croc first, followed by Upgraded and Thunderer.
They let you do it, but it costs you money to do it. And now the page is taking a long time to load. Come on. Oh, it's not loading the page.
Going in now, Croc and Stewie. The fast drive of Croc versus the control and experience of Stewie. Back in your corner. Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight.
Stewie getting very close to Croc here and doing a significant amount of movement on him. Meanwhile, Croc is managing to control this fight a little bit, but not quite as much. Of course, both of these robots are going for control here rather than any particular forceful attack. Stewie, of course, as we've seen, has quite a powerful degree of grip at its disposal, whereas Croc does not seem to have this same advantage. Croc being bounced about quite a bit by Stewie. Stewie seems to be quite good at getting underneath Croc here. It's definitely going to be a very even match. Of course, this is what you begin to see as you slowly move up the championship, as the fighters become more adept and more better at controlling the arena layout and the way that they're moving within it. Stewie, though, definitely seems to be spending less time upside down, which is, oh, and that is the win to Stewie.
The next fight will be upgraded for the Roboteer's Pleasure and Thunderer, which will then be followed by Baphomet versus Slipper, if you're ready, Dave.
Good. She's gone. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Bye. Have fun. Cool. Right, I now have backup internet should I actually need it.
I live to our 4 viewers. It's full.
We have upgraded, which is not been upgraded. It's kept its KFC box. Boneless box.
Okay.
Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Fight. Upgraded, coming in, trying to catch this. Whoa! Whoa! I mean, contact was made there. That was that was quite an upset for Thunderer there, I should imagine. Whew. Is that Thunderer
ready
out
with
of the
Baphomet?
championship?
Yeah, that's Thunderer out.
That's
And
upsetting.
upgraded is in your top 16.
I guess that goes to show, even if you've got a big spinner, chance is always against you.
There's a sugar in there. Spinners started me pouring acetone all over my leg. While I was open, I was all of this covered with acetone.
Okay, we've got Baphomet and Slipper.
Slipper, if you could make your way to the arena, please. That is Slipper. Here it comes.
Following Slipper, if it's ready.
Oh my goodness.
Page just went away. It was
Sun don't shine.
Slipper and Baphomet.
Who will win? Roboteers, are you ready? 2 thumbs up. They're ready. 3, 2, 1, fight. Baphomet spinning up. Slipper gonna go and try. Oh, Baphomet going for the side shot. He's not messing around here. Slipper almost out of that arena there. Getting underneath, but again, Baphomet having a very low clearance, which is quite surprising. Slipper managing to get a little flip out of Baphomet. Baphomet now inverted. Will this affect his drive? Don't think so, as Dave is a very experienced driver and has good control of the robots, even when they're upside down. Baphomet trying to get a little bit of damage in, though, not really doing much. Perhaps a few scratches on the surface of Slipper. We're seeing some sparks, but nothing major coming out of Slipper here. This could be down to control alone at this point. Oh, and that's another solid flip on Baphomet. Baphomet trying to get in and do a little bit of damage to the side of Slipper, but Slipper just completely denying that and allowing Baphomet to drive around while he waits for the perfect opportunity to get him out of the arena. Trying to get underneath it, not quite managing to stick underneath Baphomet. Baphomet trying once again to get around the sides and recreate that damage that he managed to do at the beginning of the fight. This is definitely turning out to be a very evenly matched fight. Oh, a solid hit from Slipper there, but not really effectual to the layout of the battle. Both of them remaining in that corner of the arena. We are now approaching the half-time mark, and both of these bots are doing a solid amount to each other. Very defensive game, I think we're seeing here. Played from both sides. Slipper going in for a little bit more of an offensive, trying to get Baphomet out of that corner. Baphomet just staying in a very easily defensible position. Something's come off. I think that might be a sliver of Baphomet, but I can't fully tell. Maybe it's the front of Slipper. Slipper trying to lift Baphomet there, but not managing it. Baphomet now revving up to maximum speed, getting caught on a little bit that came off and flipping itself over. This is why we don't fight with a dirty pit. Oh, and something else just came off of Baphomet. Slipper going for the flip, not quite managing to get it out of the corner. This is very close. There are only 47 seconds left. Oh! A very well-won win to Slipper as he pings Baphomet out of the arena. Very, very close game. What a fight. What a fight. That was a solid win. Everybody's happy on all sides of that fight. The handshake is made. What a fight.
The next fight, you can shove your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine, and Kaizo. Which will be followed by every night builder's worst nightmare, and junk in the trunk, and Sorkon, and Underbite.
That is, if you can shove your 4-inch cube. Oh, everybody's they're already there. That's it, done.
My favorite fight was Every Builder's Worst Nightmare versus You Can Chop Your Fortune.
Okay, so closer we have the big thing. You can shove your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine. Versus further away and in red, Kaizo. This will be an interesting fight, as Kaizo's typically been a very controlled robot, whereas Sun Don't Shine is going for a more catch-all strategy here. Roboteers, are you ready? 2 thumbs up. 3, 2, 1, fight! Sun Don't Shine very quickly getting over to Kaizo and trying to drag it about. Kaizo trying to perform a flip, but getting caught on Sun Don't Shine. Getting in. The outer HDPE loop of Sun Don't Shine there seems to not have a massive effect on Kaizo. Perhaps that's Kaizo's driving prowess coming into play there, or maybe it's the design. Kaizo actually managing to lift Sun Don't Shine. I think this is the most action we've seen out of this robot in terms of responsive flip. Kaizo really getting in and causing some issues there. The question is, can Kaizo do enough to get over the fact that Sun Don't Shine can't actually fit into the pit due to those wide HDPE sheets attached to the sides of it? It seems that Kaizo will definitely be wanting Sun Don't Shine to go to the right.
Oh! Kaizo wins!
Kaizo wins! That's it. Sun Don't Shine has actually touched the floor and the win has gone to Kaizo. Yeah, that's it. In the end, Sun Don't Shine's thing worked against itself.
Oh, that's the bad thing when you're already so floppy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Again, for anybody wondering exactly what happened there, the robot is deemed to have lost when any part of it touches the bottom of the pit, and unfortunately, you can shove your 4-inch cube where the sun don't shine is very large, which means it hits the pit very easily.
The next fight is every builder's worst nightmare and junk in the trunk, to be followed by Sorkon and Underbite.
This makes me wonder how big every builder's worst nightmare will be.
Oh my goodness. Weight check.
We're having another weight check. We're calling for another weight check on every builder's worst nightmare. He's insisting.
I think it's in weight.
I think it's probably in weight too, but the drama is high. This is the penultimate round of the deciders, and soon we will start the championship proper. Who do we want to win? Anybody?
Every builder's worst nightmare and junk in the trunk.
Well, we've got one vote for junk in the trunk for this next fight, I believe.
He's in. He's in weight.
It is in weight. It's in weight, John.
With 140 grams.
148.
Oh, 148 grams. Every builder's worst nightmare is in weight, despite everything that gets added to it every other minute.
He has torn off pieces of cardboard specifically to get in the weight, weighing each one as he goes.
So, yeah, doesn't really need introducing, but closest we have Every Builder's Worst Nightmare versus slightly further away, Junk in the Trunk with the red wheels. Roboteers, are you ready? You guess.
Okay, cool. That's
3, 2, 1, fight! Every Builder's Worst Nightmare very quickly getting into Junk in the Trunk and trapping it in a corner. Not entirely sure what he hopes to gain from this, but being pushed towards the smaller pit. This is going to be slightly more difficult, I think, for Junk in the Trunk here, just purely from the fact that, oh, I spoke too soon. That is a very decisive win to Junk in the Trunk. You both pitted at the same time. He's the aggressor. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I would like a slow motion replay because I actually think you might have touched the floor with your the very end of your tip because you went whoop. Oh yeah, okay. You never touched the floor. You didn't go in the pit.
I love it. What can I say apart from I love it?
You're gonna add that to the skip. The entirety of the front section of Every Builder's Worst Nightmare is now in the skip.
I don't like that it's...
I do not envy whoever wins the skip award. So, next up, we have, just at the further away in red, Underbite versus closer in orange, Sorcon. This is shaping up to be quite a high damage round. Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight! Underbite going in, attempting to bite in, but Sorcon managed to, oh my word, Underbite has Sorcon in its grip. Can it leverage this into the pit in a very rapid fashion? Underbite seems to be struggling to drive because Sorcon's left wheel is pushing it around, causing some kind of rotation. Now Sorcon is free. Sorcon's going to want to rev up that spinner there and try to do some damage before it can, but you know, I don't know if the spinner's even working at this point. It's not going up, and that is the win to Underbite. Once again, a very controlled drive.
Control on top.
Controller on top as they retrieve their robots.
Oh my god.
You're very strong in the control game, aren't you? I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing it. He's saying all luck, but I don't know.
Oh.
Did it die? Did it stop spinning?
Hey, at least you can't win your own prize now, can you?
Yeah, it looks like Sorcon's experienced some severe damage on its vertical spinner. But that brings us to the end of the placement rounds, and we can start the championship proper. As soon as the eliminators are configured, we'll tell you. Dave's going over to smack Ben on upside the head. Yeah, I can imagine it. He smacks Ben. Ben's like, whoa, and that's it. That's the thing's decided. we feeling? How are we feeling over in the tech zone? I noticed Fred looking a little sleepy earlier on. Everybody's feeling a bit tired. It is, yeah. We're reaching the mid-afternoon period. The sun's streaming in. Tiredness is setting in. My voice is beginning to feel a little sore, a little raw, but it's fine because we've only got a number of rounds left. 21 fights or so. Who knows? I don't know. The fights occur and I begin to speak. That's how it works. Discussion in the tech booth, trying to work out how many fights are left. We are not the fight organizers. That's down to Ben over there. So I was going to ask why this side of the table wasn't feeling tired, but then I was just alerted to the 7 or so Pepsi cans that have been piling up.
And we've already got rid of a few of them, so I think I have 1 liter of Pepsi in me right now.
1 liter of Pepsi. That'll keep you going. I'm keeping hydrated with water.
Hydrate or dehydrate. And still I'm tired. I hate biology.
Honestly, usually at these events, I'm knackered because I just don't sleep beforehand. But this is the first time I've actually got sleep beforehand, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's nice to be awake for once.
I did not get enough sleep, but that wasn't my fault. Okay, he didn't hear it. Good. Never mind.
Okay, folks, while we wait for the championship bracket, we're going to have a whiteboard of Psycho and Delta V, 2 very big spinners that we've seen get lots of hits out today. Let's hope we see some of that in this fight. Delta V.
2 vertical spinners. Both go in. Only one can come out. Except when one of them doesn't want to die because they need to take part in the competition in a minute. Roboteers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, fight! Both robots spinning up, Psycho and Delta V. Both of them very high damage robots, but neither of them really hitting each other apart from just then, and even that wasn't amazing. I'm expecting to see some high-firing robots here. Is that Psycho's primary weapon disabled? Oh, it's entirely down to Delta V attempting to do some... Oh, Psycho sort of revving up its primary, not really getting a large amount of damage. Oh, the bearings have fallen out of Psycho's. Oh, and we're having a tap out. That is the very decisive win to this whiteboard to Delta V. The bearings on the floor. You got to applaud these people. You know, it's
Look at him go!
it's very easy to do a whiteboard when you've got a flipper, but when you've got a spinner, that takes guts to do a whiteboard with them. There's always a 50-50 chance it'll end up in 7 pieces.
Yeah, we're going to have another whiteboard, Baphomet, and which one is it? Pantherk. You can put as many in as you want. I don't care. It's just until this is just until we get the championship installed.
Ben got me. Can we do a whiteboard?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
we
have one more. Okay, I'm not putting this into software sense. Okay. Yes, after this one.
They put the spinners in, the door stays open, and then like 3 kids come here, and I'm like, okay.
So we've got Baphomet and Pantherk in for a whiteboard. Are you ready? 3,
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Sorry,
Baphomet spinning up, Panther gonna try and get underneath it, but again, Baphomet with a surprisingly low ground clearance. Panther managing to get underneath it, but just taking a beating from the underside of Baphomet's beater. Baphomet doing a solid hit, getting a little bit of damage on the back right-hand side of Panther. Panther now perhaps going on the offensive, trying to push Baphomet out. Baphomet really taking these hits, dishing out these hits like a champ. Panther spinning around, a little bit of damage against the side of the arena wall, but nothing too significant. Baphomet just going directly at Panther, completely unstoppable here. This is quite interesting. Panther, though, for its due, is just letting these hits slide off of it like water off the back of a duck. And that is a very decisive victory to Baphomet.
what was that with control of the moon? Control of the moon?
Okay. So we have this one whiteboard and another one penciled in afterwards. Okay. We've got enough people who want to
Yeah.
mess around.
It's a lot.
Run around with a camera and like,
Ah,